when you have a fight, when you have a struggle, when you have a challenge, a trick I found in the thing I'm doing now is that you have to be crazier than the challenge itself. You have to be like, let's say if it's hard, if it's you feel anxious, anxiety at night, you feel all this pain, you feel this, the sadness, all the things you feel, just feel them. It's like in the gym, you feel the muscles like burning up, like it's like you can't do it anymore. It's painful. All the reps, the high reps, the lactic acid is coming in the muscle, and you feel pain. But you just go through the pain and feel all of it to get the good results. The same thing with life. You feel the struggle, you feel the hardships of life, the hard part of life, or feel that pain, and then after that, a good will come out of it. So you have to feel all that pain. Become, if you want to survive war, you have to become war. That's Rainbow. I said that. That's not me. But if for the struggle, if you want to beat the struggle, become more insane than the struggle. Like become more hard than the struggle. That's a tip I found. I just have to remind that sometimes, because sometimes you forget about it. Then I remember that actually all this pain doesn't mean that I'm going through it. It means that it's better on the other side. So just keep hanging and keep the commitment. I decided to come back and get away from my bad past. The prison I was in, that was not good. I decided to touch back with a company.
We're excited today because our buddy Antoine Vaillant is on his way here from Montreal, and he's had some tough times lately, kind of lost his way, and he's recommitted himself to bodybuilding and to the lifestyle and to being the man he was born to be, and we're happy to be a part of that process.
Antoine's this guy that, like, he's got this energy about him, almost like an aura, and when you first meet him, it's like he's electric. He's got a passion for life, and you can't help but not to like him. And that's obviously what you see on the surface. I've got to spend a lot of time with him on the Universal road trips. We spent 11 days in Austria and Germany. We spent a week in Brazil, a week in California, and all these road trips. So I've got to see him, you know, in all phases, and you get to know him deeper, and he's got such a good heart, and he's very passionate, and truly does love bodybuilding, and it's good to see him get back to that and those roots. And when he finds that love and he really gets into it, it's exciting, and Lord knows, I mean, he's got a ton of potential as far as the bodybuilding part goes, and just want to see him fulfill it and do his best.
Bro, you come with me.
Fuck, man.
Let me fix it first.
Let me tell you something. This kid Antoine's got heart, and not only did he win his pro card, but I think the kid's gonna do damage, man. He loves to train. He's always up for a fucking challenge.
Right, and rather than, you know, candy coat it and lie about what he's been through, you know, he did that video online, which was basically, you know, a testimonial where he kind of bared his soul.
Well, if I keep going down the path I started going, I will end up like not being anywhere where I plan to be. The real me, the real Antoine, where I want to go. So it's just the past 2 years why I've been away, because I've been stuck in there. It's like my mind has been like it's almost like it's like you become addicted to it.
I'm excited for him too, because this is kind of like a new start for him, a fresh start. So we'll come for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to just seeing him and talking to him, and you know, I've known him for a long time, and you know, I've been able to sense, I've been able to tell just from my interaction with him when he wasn't focused, when he was off point, whenever he was struggling with you know, with his own personal issues. It was very easy for me to tell. So I'm looking forward to seeing him be himself.
Oh, hey, it's
Antoine.
friend. Hello, my brother.
Welcome back. Welcome back, my friend.
How you guys? How you doing? All right?
Good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. How was the trip?
Just checking to see.
He's back already.
Yeah.
He's back already. Get you some foods and train with some weights.
Perfect.
take you to see some men, some real men, some wise men. Take you to Fitness City, see Gary Camille.
And Greg Long, right?
Take you to see the man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's what you need, man.
Yeah.
You need those kind of
I need
trainers.
to suffer. Feel the pain. It took a while for me to get a good pump to the gym. Maybe 2 weeks of hard training. Then I'll go in the gym and I can pump good again. And I'm glad. Because at first I was going and not getting pumps. It's kind of not motivating, but I knew it was going to come back, and now it's back. The pump is back. The pump is the cure. So the hardest thing is not to just really say to yourself, I'm doing it, is the commitment to you doing it to yourself and the consistency you're gonna do in the gym. And this is the first workout in Jersey, first of many. And the hardest part, like I said, is gonna be to keep doing it and keep on track. Because even now the past few days, it was hard, because every day it's people are gonna see me do good, they're gonna see the results, but still every day in my head, the battle, I'm fighting against myself. So being consistent is going to be a real challenge too.
So, how's things going, man?
It's going good now, actually. And I'm doing everything that I need to do to come back, bodybuilding, because that's the real me, And I'm glad bodybuilding is there, because I was not on a good path, for the past year or two. And events happened, and that made me decide that and realize that the real me is bodybuilding, the real me is the athlete, and that I need to be there.
Like, have you ever been surrounded by a lot of people where you still feel alone?
Yeah, but for the moment it's just distracted, and then you realize when they leave and they don't respect your things, and they're just taking, I guess, advantage. Because me, I like to have fun, I like to take care of people. When I party, some people, they like when you're like the life of the party, they will succumb to you, and they just leave and you're there with all your place trash. And this is when I felt like, wow, this sucks. And then after a while, it was always like that. I would end up alone in my house, and I would like think about that.
This is maybe a cautionary tale. I mean, you're able to recognize that there's an issue and move forward with it. Some people, they continue down that road, and that road never ends well.
No, I know. Because one of the reasons I decided to stop all that is because one of my friends, he went away. And then for like 5 days, 3 days, 4 days, no news, no nothing. 5 days, 6 days, and the 24th, they found him dead in somebody's place, And every day I still think about him. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped, because actually the last conversation I had with him, it was that because he had posters of me, of Universal, in his because he lived in a little camper, his brother's place, And he said, why are you wasting all the weight? Like me, I'm done, you know? And I'm like, you're not done, but he said, I'm done, but you can still do it.
How old is he?
28.
28, he's done.
He doesn't have a second chance.
No. He's done because he's not there anymore.
This topic, you know, we just found out that Antoine had lost a friend in December. And it's kind of a silent thing. And here at our gym, we have for the last 6 years, we have a halfway house, and people who have been through that experience, not just loss of their friends, they themselves have been through rehab, detox, jail time, whatever. They're recovering, and they're at this halfway house. And I reached out to them, and they come into this gym, and it's amazing to see the changes.
And it's cool that you help people like that. And it's actually a coincidence because we came here, I didn't know that, you know. And it's good to know that you know what it's all about like that. And, it's a shame, but I want to show that we can get away from that, and I can save myself, and I can help others doing that. You know?
That is a unique way. I never thought of that as a learning experience besides entertainment and being we look up to you, and to actually realize you can get out of it got me. It takes a lot to shut me up, and I think you just did. I think it's going to be great.